Moving on towards our next keynote presentation, which I'm sure many of our participants are waiting for, is by Mr. Mohammed Al Dabbous, Technical Sales Manager MEA, Nozomi Networks, and his keynote speech is on industrial cloud security, why OT security will move to the cloud. The stage is all yours, Mr. Al Dabbous.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your location in the globe. So thank you very much for the introduction. And I'm happy today to share with you our experience uh, why it is a trend to have or to move to the OT cloud cybersecurity. If you allow me to share and start my presentation.
So, Mohammed, would you like to, maybe give an introduction to the session while we try to, present the screen and while you're sending it across on WhatsApp?
Yes, I am Mohammed Dabbous. I'm leading the pre-sales activities of the technical sales of Nozomi Networks in Middle East and Africa. Uh, for people who doesn't know or for the first time heard about us, we are a OT and IoT uh, specialized on security company. So Nozomi, as the other companies that is specialized in OT cybersecurity, did you receive my presentation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They are or most of them, they are founded between 2011 and 2013. Why is that? Because the advanced OT cyber attacks uh, happening just in 2009 and 2010, and specifically one of them is the Stuxnet attack. So if you can share my presentation now.
Yes, I'm in the process to open your
Oh, okay, thank you very much. So specifically Stuxnet make a really impact impact on the OT cybersecurity business, and make people think twice when they are uh, buying an OT system, when they are doing an update or upgrades of an OT systems. People, or the mentality of the people in the OT is totally different than the mentality of the people on the IT side. Because on the OT we have the safety factor. We have people on the ground, so or safeguarding those cyber physical systems are the highest priority than anything else. While maybe you see it on the IT, most of the IT systems, solutions exist on that field. They are more, for example, focusing on the confidentiality of those systems. So when we talk about the OT system, this is one of the things that make it unique. But when you look to the architecture of those systems, you will see it 10 years, 15 years ago, they are fully air-gapped system. Even inside the OT environment, you will find every system is totally isolated than the other system in the same network uh, or in the same site or plant or building. Then people, when a new technologies come to the picture, they start to look and or to integrate those OT system to each other in order to take an advantage, to improve the operation and enhance the process. And then people, or nowadays, people start, I will not say nowadays, but actually it is 3-4 years ago, people start to talk about the convergence between IT and OT. There is a lot of systems, solution, especially when the IR, Industrial Revolution 4.0, start coming to the picture. People start thinking about digitalization. All of this stuff required the OT system push their information and data collected from the factory floor to those IT or to the IT network level. And then people, companies start to solve the cybersecurity issue when those customers or organizations move to IT and OT convergence. And nowadays, we are looking to the OT system as a cyber physical system, especially when we are talking about the IoT and specifically the industrial IoT. If you look at to the G20 report for 2020 and 2021, you will see that according their survey, there is around 4 billion IoT devices connected today. But the survey said, and they are predicting that in 2024, there will be more than 75 billion IoT devices connected on the cloud, and those systems, not only a normal IoT devices that we utilize in our homes, offices, but 70 to 65% are the industrial IoT. So the OT network that we know before is not or no longer exists in our world. So especially when we talk about those industrial IoT and when we look to those devices like a smart valve, smart actuators, they are really totally different tools and systems that we need to deal with nowadays. So those high techs are coming to the OT field with a cost, where this cost is the increase of risk service, or to be specific, the cybersecurity risk service. So if you look at to any report in 2021 that looking after the attacks happening on the OT and IoT field, you will see a lot of vulnerabilities and zero-day attacks are going against the IoT devices, like CCTV camera, like HVAC systems, cooling system, and so on. So OT and IoT security is challenging. There is multiple of things. Maybe if you are coming to the from IT world, you will not see that challenge. I will start the challenge on OT and IoT, that the life cycle of those products is actually designed to run a lifetime of 50 to 60 years without stopping, only for the major maintenance. And putting that in our mind will bring us other factors like other factors like whether those systems will be supported after 30, 40 years, whether the security was a factor when those vendors are designing and building up those systems. So I have today one of my clients having an OT system. And imagine when he wants to upload or download a program in this OT system or a microcontroller, he needs to write his own program by coding on a floppy disk and then install it on this OT system. And this is why I say a lot, if you are looking after OT cyber security research, I would say definitely go for code research, because most of the codes that our OT systems written by having a lot of common vulnerabilities exist on them. So it will be really a rich topic for cybersecurity research. And one of the people and process challenges, the expertise that we are looking at, there are really few people around the globe who's understanding security, understanding networking, and understanding the OT and IoT architectures. So one of the main or two incidents shows to us that IT can compromise the OT side is the NotBeta and WannaCry malwares, and the Colonel pipelines last year was really a clear example of how IT or the IT OT convergence will ended by if it is not designed well, as what happened in Colonel pipeline, and that cost them $4.4 million. So why we need an OT cybersecurity cloud solution? OT cyber or people in OT is still resisting today connecting to cloud directly. But as they resist actually 8 years ago, when we introduced virtualization on the OT environment, we faced a lot of resistance. But when we look to the market today, we see a lot of those customers actually moved to the virtualized environment on their OT networks. So why we suggest cloud solutions? It will solve for me multiple of issues. The first one, the OT system or the OT solutions, they are usually distributed on very large geographical interface. And one of the needs as a cybersecurity on the OT environment, you will need to monitor all of those assets distributed around a city or across a city or a country. And imagine, for example, a country like Saudi Arabia or Algeria or the US, and your smart meters distributed along and across all the cities, states, and you need to monitor all of these smart meters and control system devices. You will need to have connectivity. You need to get information from those devices. And those information, because the medium that we have today does not, or it is not capable to handle a huge traffic. So we need those systems to send a light traffic to the main hub or to the cloud, and from there on the cloud we need to process those traffic in order to come up or to monitor those systems and networks. And for oil and gas, I will give another example here. When we look at the pipelines, each few kilometers you will have a pump station, consist of a small controller like a PLC or RTU, and couple of control elements. So you need to monitor those one 24 hours, 7 days, definitely. But again, having or deploying a solution on each location will be really expensive to those or to the operating organization or to the oil and gas companies. So the solution is to send those information, send those network packet to a cloud solution directly. So and all the analysis will be analyzed from there. IT security and risk planning must be integrated with OT security. When I say the trend now from efficiency and improvement of the operation from financial perspective is moving to integrate OT cybersecurity cloud solution. But that doesn't mean when you integrating to OT cloud solution, you didn't consider the IT risk and risk planning in your path. You need to train your managers, your security engineers, SOC analysts, in all the phases of the project. And that's my time. And thank you very much, guys. And now I have 2 minutes for your questions.
Roger, do we have any questions for Mohammed?
Currently, I don't see any questions, Mohammed. So in case there are any, we will go ahead and mail them to you, and I'm sure you'll be able to address them. Right. So thank you, Mohammed, for your insights. Your presentation was very informative, and I'm sure our dear participants definitely get a lot of information from your presentations. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.